It's win or go home. The 2019 3C2A championship run has begun. Round 2, Cerritos hosting West Los Angeles. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff, Emery Johnson, the entire crew here at SoCalCollegeSports.com on the call. Tip-off at 7.
Hello again and welcome to the 3C2A Men's Basketball Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Tonight, a round 2 matchup pitting Cerritos College, the Falcons, playing host to West LA College, the Wildcats, coming in. It's a 5 versus 12 matchup here in the playoff brackets. Jeff Stoynoff, Mike Cepeda with you from Cerritos College. And Michael, the Falcons, it's been an outstanding regular season, another 20-win season under Russ May, and another playoff appearance here. But obviously the goal's very large for this team, eyeing another trip to Ventura College and another crack possibly at a state championship. But it starts here tonight, and it's going to start with a young man named Chance Hunter, who's been outstanding all year long, and he's going to have to continue to be.
Yeah, he leads the way here for Cerritos on the season in scoring. He's really their go-to guy, and when he has it going, this team performs well. When he doesn't have it going, they've struggled. We've seen them throughout this season, most notably in games versus Pasadena, Chaffee especially, and then a game that we had recently, the Long Beach City College game that was here from the aviary. All three of those losses, they've only lost, I think, 5 games on the season.
Yeah,
so
they come in with a record of 22-6.
Excuse me.
You gave them slightly too much credit there. I think another outstanding record. Meanwhile, for West LA, a 20-win team as well. 20-8 champions of the Western State South Conference here in the South. And I think something of a mirror image as well for the Falcons. Another very deep team. They're led by about 4 or 5 different guys averaging just into double figures. And they're going to look to push pace, another physical team that the Falcons should find familiar.
Yeah, the player that you really want to keep an eye on if you're Cerritos defensively and you have to game plan for it, it's Dwight Murray, number 5. He is a bull in an antique shop, and he wants to destroy some fine china, but he also has a little finesse on the outside. He can shoot some threes. He's got a very versatile game, and he can really put the onus on the defense in terms of pressuring the defense and really putting them on their heels. And we've seen throughout the season, Dalen Bams has had trouble staying out of foul trouble. And if foul trouble plagues him tonight, that's going to be trouble.
Yeah, Bams and Desmond Murphy team up in that low post, and they will have their hands full tonight. We're moments away from the opening tip. It's a round 2 matchup, Cerritos and West LA, here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. welcome you back to the Aviary on the campus of Cerritos College for this round 2 matchup in the 3C2A Men's Basketball Championship. Cerritos and West LA. Well, Michael, no sooner do we talk about Chance Hunter than it is revealed in the starting lineups that Hunter not in the starting lineup tonight. So still expect to see Chance Hunter tonight, and no doubt playing a large role. Certainly Falcon fans hoping for exactly that, but it will be coming off the bench for Russ May tonight.
It's Austin Freeman and Des Murphy getting the start in the front for the Falcons. And credit Freeman down the stretch in this season. He's really provided some key minutes for the Falcons.
Much bigger lineup, Heckard and Wilkes in the backcourt, along with Washington to round out the starting 5. Meanwhile, for West LA, Jacob Stone, Terrell Waiters in the backcourt, joined by Dwight Murray, Mark Carter, and Jad Smith in the front court. Near steal Murphy, outside to Washington. Back to Murphy, corner jumper is good for Murphy.
Murphy
hits
a
that 3.
If he starts hitting that shot here tonight, it's going to be a long night for West LA.
So Murphy gets the Falcons off to a good start, an early 3-0 lead. This is Murray off to Waiters in the weak. Waiters outside, Stone passes on the 3, starts a drive on Wilkes, looking to pass, it's tipped out to Murray, who'll try for 3, that's hard off the glass, and the rebound to Murphy. Heckard around a double screen for 3, no good, off to Murray.
Falcons started the year shooting the lights out from 3, and they got a little trigger happy during the season as it went along.
Double pump from Waiters might have been partially blocked, and the carom off to Murphy.
And they don't want to fall in love with the three-pointer. Obviously, they made their opening basket via the 3, but hey, get a good shot.
Murphy driving on Carter, kicks it back outside to Heckard. Shot clock at 15. This is Wilkes, step back 3 for Wilkes, missed everything. Rebound off of Freeman and out of bounds, back to West LA. 18:24 to go here in the first half. We're just underway.
Looked like it went off of Murray.
Yeah. Murray and Freeman tied up there, and the call favors West LA, and they get it back. Pressure from Heckard in the backcourt. Waiters at the controls. Off to Murray. Up top to Carter. Carter, the player of the year in the Western States South for West LA. The runner for Murray, rebounded by Carter. Waiters will try from 18 feet off the glass. Good, and a foul.
Did they give him 3 on it?
I think it's a 2, but he'll have the 3-point opportunity.
Well, we get to see it again here. That's a 2.
Yeah, no question about that. Wilkes, I think Michael caught a little bit out of position on defense, trying to recover. And Waiters makes it a 3-point play. We're tied at 3. Jalen Washington directing traffic. 1-2-2 zone for West LA. Wilkes fakes the 3, stops and pops from 17 off the back iron. Murphy with good position, but that's how he got it. Pushing off, picks up the foul. And West LA gets it back.
A little push in the back there. You'll see it on the replay as Murphy gets him down low just a little bit there. That's a great shot of it.
Yeah, Waiters trying to sneak in there for position. I think, you know, Mike, it's not a foul that Murphy really needs to commit there against the diminutive Waiters, I think. But a little push off, and it goes back to West LA. Waiters hooks a pass to Murray. Shot clock down to 8 as Waiters calls a play.
Heckard doing a really good job.
Around to Smith screen.
So far.
Kicks it out to Carter from 15, around and out. Rebound tapped around Smith on the offensive glass. Gathers, goes back up, lays it in.
That's terrific work down low.
Jad Smith with the offensive rebound and put back, and it's 5-3.
Freeman needs to secure that.
Washington hard drive to the glass. Scoops one up, no good, but a foul called, and Washington going to head to the line. Smith with the foul. That'll be his first.
watching the replay here, that's just a great job of recognition by Washington. Hey, you're going to give me a free lane to the bucket. I'm going to make you pay.
First team foul on West LA sends Washington to the line. Hits the first free throw. Jalen Washington shoots 83% from the line on the season.
Jeff, off camera before this game, we saw Dwight Murray fired up, maybe a little too amped up. He's been a little bit off the mark offensively. We expect him to get going.
West LA comes in 12-2 over their last 14 games after an 8-6 start. And this is a team that has gotten it together as this season has gone along. Another runner from Murray off the side of the board, but he gets his own rebound. Skip pass out to Stone. He'll try for three. Bang! Jacob Stone with the triple and an 8-5 lead for West LA.
Stone for three on the season, a shade under 34%, so obviously a depth from that range, and steps into one there, makes it look
Freeman
easy.
in the low post, off the glass, won't go, tipped up, no, and the rebound to Murray. Murray wants to run, it's a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Off to Waiters, double pump, no good. Rebound out of bounds, looked like it was off of Washington. Nope, they're going to say this is off of Waiters. Replay, and pretty good look for Waiters.
Yeah, it's off of Waiters. Live action.
Tawan Elston has checked into the game for Cerritos. This is Wilkes. Back to Murphy. He'll try for three. Barely grazed iron, but the rebound knocked outside to Elston. Washington from 15 feet. Air ball, but the rebound to the Falcons. Murphy's got it. Third chance. Elston open for three, that's good. Tawan Elston takes advantage of a couple offensive rebounds, hits the three. That's a welcome sight for Tawan Elston, who struggled from long range in the Falcons' victory in the season finale. That win came against LA Harbor, and Elston was 0 for 6 from long range in the game.
Nice
So much better start here.
Babble.
Smith down low, might have been blocked. Rebound tapped around, and Freeman snatches it for the Falcons. Wilkes in transition, stops and pops.
That's great rhythm in transition from Wilkes.
10-8, the Falcons on a quick 5-0 run as 5 Wildcats head to the scorer's table, so it's going to be a whole new lineup for Coach Anthony Jones. And the next stoppage in play. Waiters around the high screen. Drives the lane, pulls back, shot no good, rebound off to Wilkes.
Waiters trying to do his best Kemba Walker impersonation, off on the shot.
Elston goes to the crossover, step back three, won't go. Murray high up for the rebound.
Elston trying to sell that as a foul on Waiters.
Murray leans over the dribble. Outside to Waiters. Skip past Stone. Murray up top, shot clock at 11. Murray driving on Washington. A reach-in foul. This is going to go against Freeman, I believe.
Elston. I think Elston on the reach here. First one to help. Yep.
There you go. Good look at it on replay, and Elston with his first foul. And that sends Murray to the line. Dwight Murray, who averages just under 12 points a game, looking for his first points here tonight. 13:56 to go here in the first half. Murray's free throw up, no good.
You've seen that move for basketball players at any level really start to become very prevalent in terms of trying to buck and sell the foul call once you get contact into the lane. Look no further than James Harden, who goes to the lane, or who goes to the line, probably double digits a game. So we see it right there from Murray trying to sell it, and he gets the benefit of the call.
Second free throw. I don't think it got the rim. Either way, it's not good.
No, it did not.
So Murray will check out. It's an entirely new lineup for West LA. Let's try to walk you through it. Julian Ross and Evan Council along with Jeremy Hamilton, Derek Woods, and Keller. I believe David Keller round out the new 5 for West LA. McMillan is checked in for the Falcons. Leans over the dribble. High post. Chance Hunter in the lane. Fans it out. McMillan drives, has it stripped, out of bounds, going to stay with the Falcons. Shot clock down to 5.
In terms of execution, I really like that set. You go high-low, you draw the defense, you kick out. McMillan, nice drive. He just can't keep the basketball. It'll stay with the Falcons.
Got to beware of the shot clock. Elston up top to Hunter. Hunter for 3, in and out. Rebound pulled down by Council. Pretty good look for Hunter with the shot clock winding down.
Yeah, he didn't need the dribble. Unfortunately, he took one right into the defense.
Woods will try for 3 and hit. Derek Woods.
And Woods trying to talk a little mess to Chance Hunter. Well, this is a game, a bit of a rivalry here in terms of where these teams are located. West LA, it's just a trip up the 105. As we see the replay on the main 3 here.
Well, everything's just a trip up some highway out here, I suppose, in Southern California. 11-10, West LA with the lead. Heckard returns, replacing Wilkes. So it's Elston and Heckard, McMillan, along with Hunter and Murphy on the floor for the Falcons.
For the Falcons, Chance Hunter is obviously the lead scorer of the year. He doesn't get the start tonight for whatever reason. And look, West LA, they're game planning for Chance Hunter, so that when they see him not start, they're going to try and get his head just a little bit, and we're seeing that right now.
Elston doesn't get the roll. Off to Hamilton, leaves it for Woods. Skip pass a little too high for Kella, and the turnover gives it back to Cerritos. 12:37 to go here in the first half. 1-point game. The winner of this one plays the winner. Help me out here, Michael. The Chaffee game. Chaffee against LA Valley, that tomorrow night at Chaffee. Heckard on the crossover. Leaner won't go. Rebound on the floor, and it's out of bounds.
Off of Murphy. And that's a game. Obviously, you got to get past West LA first here, and that's going to be a tall order. But Cerritos, they want one back versus Chaffee. We had that game earlier in the year, and they came out flat and got stomped at home here. And they would love nothing other than to go into Chaffee on the road and upset a top 4 seed in the South.
Well, this is a program, Michael, to my memory, going back in our coverage over the last few years, more than comfortable playing on the road and in the playoffs. Russ May always has his team very well prepared, and they're road warriors. I guarantee you, they'd love the chance.
The Warriors, period.
The runner for Kellen doesn't go, and the rebound off to Bams. Eckerd into the front court. The Falcons looking for the lead. McMillan off a screen for 3, too strong. Eckerd taps the rebound to himself. Another offensive rebound for Cerritos. Elston with the hard drive, comes up shooting from 10 feet. No good, tip, no good. Rebound back tap outside and controlled by Ross. Couple of good looks for the Falcons, but they keep empty. Woods for 3, that one rattles in.
His second triple, and obviously a nice sight off of the bench for West LA.
Derek Woods shoots 32% from long range. It's not really the forte of his game, averaging just over a couple of attempts at 3s on the season. That one stripped away from Hunter. West LA in transition. Ross lays it in.
That is
timeout taken. 16-10, an 8-0 run for West LA, and they've opened up the early lead. You're watching the 3C2A men's basketball playoffs here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. by 6. Out of the timeout, Elston direct traffic. Heckard lobs down low looking for Bams.
Where's the foul?
Shot off the back iron, but Bams gets his own rebound and follows it in. Good work by Bams cleaning up his own miss.
Nice persistent effort from Bams.
That breaks the run, gets it back to a 4-point game. Kella on the drive. Heckard steps in front, has the steal. Elston, 3-on-1, goes for the dunk, and he doesn't get it, but he's fouled.
Wow.
Council with the foul on Elston, and Council almost gets posterized here.
Elston almost had him.
Did not miss it by much, and Twan Elston will head to the line. And
they call Elston Detroit. The rugged personality, we see it right there on the replay. And oh, you're exactly right. Almost had a poster. Looking to autograph one here.
He's got that might have fit in on the bad boys kind of look. You kind of feel, kind of feel to him. I don't think they would have welcomed the energy of Twan Elston.
I think Twan Elston would have said, what? Participated, I would have started.
Elston connects on both free throws. 16-14. Falcons back within 2.
Kella will bring it up against Christian Alvis. Alvis has been plagued by the injury bug this year for Cerritos. Nice to see him in. He's quite the floor general. It was a big part of their run last year to the Final Four in the 3C2A. Kella from deep. That's good.
Well, that's all about Council able to draw defenders to him and find the open 3 for Kella.
Well, Jeff, you and I covered a game on Wednesday. Pasadena hosting Cuesta. Cuesta was on fire on the road. Hunter will try from 3. That one off the back iron. But in that game, Cuesta with 10 three-pointers in the first half. I want to say that West LA has 5 at my current count. That one tapped out. Julian Ross saves another possession here for West LA. Ross with it, thought about it from 3, bluffed at it. He'll fire from 15. That one's short. Hunter with a rebound. Hunter in transition. Cerritos with numbers. He'll keep it himself. Little Euro step. He'll be rewarded with a couple free throws. Chance Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter's taken a couple of threes so far since coming off the bench, and I think that's a good decision there. Drive hard to the basket. A lot of good things can happen. Gets himself to the line. Maybe get yourself in the scorebook and get into this one.
Long Beach down by 1 at home versus Santiago Canyon. That's right up the street, the Hall of Champions. Southwestern trailing San Bernardino Valley. Southwestern hosting that. San Bernardino Valley.
What a matchup that is as well. San Bernardino Valley College been one of the top teams, not just this year, but another loaded team in Southwestern. To my memory, undefeated in conference play, but they've had a monster year.
They've looked very impressive, has San Bernardino Valley throughout the season. We saw them at the Maricosta tournament, and man, I was shocked when I saw and I looked at the seeding, and they're a 9 seed.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
I texted Quincy Brewer, head coach for San Bernardino Valley. I was just like, man, that's pretty rough. He's just like, yeah, we'll get it done. Another 3 on the way, this time from Evan Council.
And right now, the 3's too open. These are not particularly difficult shots, too much spacing, and that's not usually a big problem for the Falcons.
Yeah, well, see, Cerritos is doing a good job initially in the defensive possession, but as it winds down, we see McMillan hit from 3. As the defensive possession winds down, they go to sleep, and then we're finding shooters wide open on the outside for West LA, and the Wildcats making them pay. Back to a 4-point deficit here for the Falcons. Council with it at the top, will drive the lane. Straight up goes Hunter. Bams taps it off of the rim and right to Chance Hunter.
Mike, that's a great job by Hunter, not bringing the arms down, not getting the body and drawing that foul. Challenging without picking up fouls.
McMillan with a corner 3, back-to-back triples. Darryl McMillan Jr. We'll see it again. He had one before. He gets another one. The lefty out of the corner.
Yeah, I think Murray there anticipating the drive and gets caught out of position late on the recovery, and McMillan with the time knocks the shot down.
The lead down to 1 for the Wildcats. Win or go home. Round 2 of the 3C2A men's basketball playoff here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Gary, a buzz here after a couple of triples from Daryl McMillan Jr. It's cut the deficit to 1 for the Falcons after they had trailed by as many as 6. Waiters back in the ballgame along with Dwight Murray. Steal for Heckard. Heckard all alone. He'll lay it up, lay it in, and the lead back to the Falcons since the first time at 3-0.
You know, Mike, Heckard just missed a steal a possession or two ago on a very similar play. You could tell he was getting closer on this one, and that time he was able to pick it clean.
Council is tied up. Arrow going to be in favor of West LA, so it'll stay here.
Falcons picking up the intensity on the defensive end, and this has been a forte for them, not just this year, but in recent years. Need to rediscover that in playoff time.
Well, this is a team that was so good a year ago in the Falcons, and they're looking to get back to Ventura. Waiters with a triple over Desmond Murphy and 1.
Murphy on the switch. And he comes out to challenge, but then just a little too much of a lean, and I think if you're Murphy, you got to go a little bit straighter up. You know, if I can invent a new terminology there, I guess.
One of the things I hate at the NBA level, really at any level, is the Bruce Bowen move, where you jump into the foot space or the landing spot of the opposing player as they shoot a jumper. I'm not saying Desmond Murphy did that, but I think he went into that space, and Murphy now with his second foul going to have to come out of the ball game. Albert with it, near side, that pass, Stone. Murray in transition, 3-on-2 for the Wildcats, and Murray will lay it up and lay it in.
First 2 for Murray. And that is exactly the kind of situation that you need to stay out of against a guy like Dwight Murray. So very difficult to defend in transition.
In transition, half court, you name it. A very splendid game to him. McMillan looking to go high-low here with Hunter. He has Hunter in the low post. Hunter with the left hand puts it up and in. Over Council. Woods came over on help, and you see Chance Hunter averaging 14 points a game get fired up.
Boy, that is tremendous footwork and a great rip on that move by Hunter. You can really see what a well-schooled player Chance Hunter is.
Very Zach Randolph-esque. Woods on the block, tries to answer, can't do it. Off to the races, here we come for the Falcons. The Falcons kicks out, Wilkes from 3, in and out. Tapped out to Woods. Woods up ahead to Waiters. Waiters has it back by Chance Hunter. Woods with the rebound on the doorstep, and he puts it home.
That's great hustle by Woods after the block by Hunter. Doesn't give up on the play.
Foul here from Waiters in the backcourt. We'll see the replay here. Hunter looking to put together a blocking highlight reel. Woods puts it up and in though.
Yeah, and Woods just wins that race to the ball with Wilkes. And we give Woods a lot of credit there.
I thought Wilkes maybe thought Hunter was going to pin that on the backboard and keep it himself, but leaked away. And Woods cleans up the garbage. From the 6-minute mark here in the first half, cross screen action down low. Elston setting up Hunter. They can't get it inside to him. It's terrific interior defense from West LA. Here comes the steal. Kella. That's a charge. Great job by McMillan getting back. We got a wet spot. That's just good defense from both teams, really. Kella and McMillan beats him to the spot. Kella didn't know how to react, couldn't sidestep him, and really had no spacing in transition. And you know, when you're doing those transition drills, when you're in practice and whatever, when you're in practice or camps or whenever you're doing it, they always teach you about spacing. You want to get somebody to the wing, another player to the wing, somebody down the middle, and that time really nowhere to go for Kella, and he turned it over.
Giving the Falcons big time lift in this first half, a couple of threes.
McMillan comes off with a bloody lip or a bloody chin. Emery, did you see if that was a chin? Underneath his chin. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff, Emery Johnson, Ryan Wilmore, the entire crew here at SoCalCollegeSports.com. From the Aviary, 3C2A men's basketball. We have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a break ourselves. 3-5 on the clock. Back in a moment. So no charge time out on the floor. They had to clean up a bit of a mess as they tend to Daryl McMillan on the trainer's table. Heckard, Hunter, Dalen Vans, Wilkes, and Tewan Elston on the floor right now. They find Wilkes with a skip pass into the corner. He'll bring it back out. Back to Wilkes. Can't leave him alone. 18-footer. That one's short. One and done. Keller with a rebound. Hunter. Ill-advised foul. 15 fouls. 4 shots on it.
First time.
Chance Hunter.
Yeah, there aren't too many good fouls to pick up 85 feet from the basket.
Unless it's intentional. Obviously that wasn't the case. Ross comes off of a screen. That one just misses. In and out. Julian Ross looking to line one up from three-point land. Elston on the dribble. 20 on the shot clock here for the Falcons. Trailing at 5-4. For the 5-minute mark in the first half. Heckard into the short corner. Dalen Vance, skip pass to Tewan Elston. Not a clean pass. Keller able to close out. Elston will put it up and in from 10 feet.
Nice job working under control for Tewan Elston. Gets himself to a good spot.
Well, it was the pass well off the mark, but yeah, he gets to his spot and he makes the most of it. Woods, another triple, looking for the hat trick. No, that went off the mark. Hunter with a rebound. Heckard over to Tewan Elston. Falcons can take the lead with a 3. Heckard needs to get through the corner. He does. Looking to get it to Chance Hunter at the high post. Space is just not there. That one was tipped. Wow.
We might have a look at that on the replay if we can.
Yeah, let's see if we can see the replay here. I thought that was for sure tipped. We'll see it here. Tough did Wilkes hit it again.
Yeah, Carter reached in, but it's hard to tell if that perhaps just went off of Heckard. Threw it out of bounds. That was the call.
Ross. Great closeout from Heckard, running off the 3. Woods running the baseline, had a look at it point blank and couldn't put it up and in. Wary of Vans and Hunter down low.
It looked like Woods maybe rushed that a little bit, sensing the shot block.
4 minutes to go here in the first. 2-point lead for West LA. Road team looking for the win. Murray into the lane, lost it. Carter had it. He had it wide open. Instead of dunking it, he lays it in. He's off the mark. Now the Falcons with it. Heckard in transition, finds Wilkes in the corner. Elston, that's great transition defense here from West LA.
Yeah, great job locating the shooter in Wilkes. Obviously some scouting at work.
Elston looking to chip away at the defense. Hunter from 3, high arcing 3-point attempt, no. Great box out on Vans. Elston ahead of the pack with Woods. Woods comes up with it and Elston down on the floor. Slow to get up.
Woods in double figures with 10 points off the bench. See Elston playing defensive back there and Woods just wins the ball. Elston up on his feet, and obviously that's a good sight.
It's a good sign, but he's going to need an ice pack with the tailbone tomorrow.
Let's see. He's 18 or 19.
Washington will check back in. He'll come in for Heckard. Some scores from around the 3C2A coming up. San Bernardino Valley, the lead is being cut to 2, 37-35. About a minute to go in the first half. Bams looking at the high post, is looking down low. That pass stolen by Woods. 2-on-1. Bams looking to get back, looking for Carter up top, and the pass off from Keller.
Yeah, Keller trying to alley-oop for Carter, and that is a big-time break for the Falcons because that was a 2-on-1 where West LA comes up empty.
Lou Bowl would not have had a chance at that one. That one was well off the mark. The possession back to the Falcons here. Washington going to bring it up. Credit to West LA and their half-court defense. They're really making the Falcons start out front. They did a good job of denying Chance Hunter, making it difficult for him at the high post. Murray now in transition, has it blocked by Elston. And Dwight Murray and Elston getting into it.
Yeah, Murray up quickly, but quickly cools down. And I think if you're in this situation, you're either Murray or Elston, the last thing you want to do is do something that sets your team back, get yourself thrown out of the game.
Yeah, we're going to have a technical foul called. Blue 11, so that's going to go against Derek Woods. I understand trying to fire up your team, especially after a gritty play like we just saw, but at what cost? You know, what's the threat? You have to be smarter than that. And I guarantee you, Coach Anthony Jones in the ear right now of Derek Woods.
Yeah, going back to the play, Elston obviously one-on-one with Murray there, and he's going to make him earn it from the line. And I think it was a hard foul, but nowhere close to a dirty play. I think we'd agree on that.
Yeah, well, it was a nice hard foul, but what Elston took exception to was when he went down, it looked momentarily like Murray had maybe put his feet up to prevent Elston from getting up cleanly. Can we bring back the replay on that block here? I know we had it. I would like to see it on the main shot, not the close view.
Meanwhile, Wilkes hits 1 out of 2.
So we'll see the play develop here. We'll slow it down. Elston up high for it. The referee's going to get in the way. So they just get tangled up. And
yeah, Elston, I think there is walking back and not aware of exactly where Murray is, trips over him, and both guys do a good job of getting up and walking the other way. And it just happens sometimes out there. You know.
Hey,
it's okay, you know.
It's hot-blooded. Hey, I was listening to Foreigner on the way over, so hot-blooded, very apt. I should add it to the playlist, but of course we're going to get copyright issues all over the place. Couple free throws up and good.
Maybe they would let us have
Murray. I'll give him a call at the half. 33-28, the lead out to 5 now for West LA. I believe the largest was 6 in this half.
I believe it's Graham, first name Lou.
Hunter in the mid-post, looking to get a shot up. He's going to be tied up by Woods. Woods forces a jump ball, arrow in favor of the Falcons. 14 on the shot clock.
Last couple times Hunter has tried to work down low. West LA has defended it very well. A steal in previous possession, and now they force a jump ball.
Well, it's over to Alvis.
See if somebody else can step up here for the Falcons.
Survey the defense. Good screen from Hunter, setting up Washington. Murray right through it. Wilkes in the corner from 3. That one off the mark. Saved by Woods. He's provided quite the spark off the bench for the Wildcats. Murray. Carter looking for a jam. Blocked up top by Bams, but a foul. Let's see that one a couple times. Whoa.
And Mike, there continues to be a fair amount of jawing going back between these two teams. They are fired up, and I think it's going to present something of a challenge for the referees here tonight of how to maintain control in this one and prevent it from going even higher in temperature than where it is right now.
Memory serves, it's Danny Gee who's the crew leader here tonight, and he is one of the best refs in the state of California, and we often see him up. Saw, I believe, at Las Positas a couple of years ago, some at Ventura for sure last year, and this crew's going to do a great job. They've done a pretty good job so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
This free throw. Carter looking to be the first one to it. Hunter snatches it down.
West LA struggled from the line in this first half. Carter misses 2.
The lead remains 5 for the Wildcats. Down low for Bams. Bams puts it up and puts it in over Carter. And some contact up top. That should have been a foul.
And that's a good adjustment going away from Hunter. Give Bams an opportunity in the low post, and he converts.
This is where the freshman can really earn his stripes. Ross on the dribble, working against Wilkes, frees himself up into the lane, bank shot up, no good. Carter on the doorstep looking for an and one, but it's off.
Yeah.
Fouled by Alves.
You know, Ross, the fancy moves there, and I think the Falcons get a little flat-footed and get beat on the offensive glass after the miss by Ross.
Getting away from Long Beach, hosting Santiago Canyon. They're down by 10, nearing the end of the first half. Southwestern now with a 1-point lead at the half versus San Bernardino Valley.
Meanwhile, Carter, who averages 10.1 points a game, still looking for his first point here tonight.
Riverside on top of Mount San Jacinto. That's in Riverside, 26-25, just the start of the second half.
Mike, that is at least 5 missed free throws, and I think it's more than that in the first half for West LA. We're talking about a 3-point game here.
Second free throw coming. Carter didn't look comfortable, but it rolls home. Starting to think about it a little bit at the stripe, and that'll cost every day of the week.
Carter does shoot 57%.
Alves brings it up over to Washington, gets it back. Coach Russ May looking for Wilkes in the corner. Wilkes wide open three, can't get it to go, and he's been off the mark. Carter with a rebound over to Murray. Murray looking for a head of steam. Not there. Carter gets it. Puts it up, no good. Murray, battle for it. McMillan on the floor along with Murray. Battle for the ball. Timeout called by Cerritos.
And it was Christian Alves, I believe, who called the timeout. That's a heady play. The Falcons battling for the ball, and it wins them the ball with a minute to go.
34-30. Timeout on the floor. We'll do the same back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. To go. Here in the first half, the Falcons trailing by 4 from the aviary on the campus of Cerritos College. Round 2 of the 2019 3C2A men's playoff bracket. Washington into the lane.
Trying to split the double team.
He had it, and then he shuffled just to gain his balance, and that's where the whistle came.
He didn't stick the landing, no. I think, on the jump stop, and ends up with the travel. Turnover gives it back to West LA.
The landing a little shaky, and they're going to get Chance Hunter out of there right now. Don't want to pick him another foul before the end of the half. Dalen Bams comes back into the mix. Waiters, Ross, Murray, Carter, and Woods on the floor right now for West LA. Washington, Wilkes, McMillan, Alves guarding Murray, and Bams. Alves out front. He's going to hold his ground. Murray to the bucket. Carter up high. That's going to be an over the back. Nope. Offensive goaltend.
Carter with good position again on the offensive glass. And, you know, Mike, it's worth pointing out here that West LA, 15 rebounds, offensive rebounds per game on the season as a team. That's third in the 3C2A. So they're a very good offensive rebounding team. So this is a big challenge for the Falcons.
So the last possession here with the shot clock turned off, they bring back Chance Hunter. Hunter, Wilkes, Bams, Elston, and Alves. Final possession here offensively for the Falcons in the first. Going to cut into this lead. Elston will fire from 3 with the clock winding down. It goes over the backboard. Not what Coach Russ May wanted. He wanted the play to develop, but really not much doing there. 3 seconds come off of the clock.
Takes it down to about 6 seconds and then elects to take the 25-footer. And it's just hard to imagine that they couldn't come up with a shot at least that good.
Ross from the court at the end of the first half. That one well off the mark and will go in at the end of one. 34-30. Wildcats from West LA on top of the Cerritos College Falcons here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Moments away from the start of the second half, Cerritos trailing West LA 34-30. They get set for the second half, and Michael, first half for the Falcons, take a look at the numbers. Both teams struggling somewhat from the field, but that's exactly what you'd expect here in a playoff matchup with two very good defensive teams.
Good defensive teams. West LA came out with more energy. Cerritos didn't come out as sharp as they needed to be. Chance Hunter not in the starting lineup, and when he does get in, only 1 of 4 from the field. He's got 3 points in the first half. What do you like if you're Cerritos? You're only down by 4, and Chance Hunter only has 3 points. So expect him to factor in a lot more here in the second half, and as we see it, Hunter's going to get the start here in the second half for Cerritos.
Yeah, it'll be Hunter instead of Freeman rounding out the 5. It's Murphy and Washington up front, Heckard and Wilkes in the backcourt. Meanwhile, for West LA, they come out with Waiters and Murray, along with Jacob Stone, Mark Carter, and Jad Smith, rounding out their 5.
I thought Carter did a great job in that first half. And really, the story of the first half, it was Derek Woods. Derek Woods providing some key energy off of the bench. A couple triples in that first half, and he's really what got the Wildcats going.
10 points to lead both teams. Carter outside, Stone for 3 off the glass, and the rebound off to Murphy.
That's a very long contested 3, and you like that shot, obviously, for Coach May. If they make that, you live with it.
Washington dancing on the dribble. Still working, lowers the shoulder and picks up the offensive foul. That'll be just the first foul on Washington.
Murray with a big smile on his face, and with good reason. Look, that's a move that he makes, and he knew exactly what was coming. He anticipated it, gets into the path of Washington, and he forces charge.
Not much foul trouble on either side. Elston and Murphy with 2 fouls for Cerritos. Hamilton, the only player with 2 fouls for West LA. Down low, Smith goes glass, missed it, but he's fouled. Chad Smith holding his chin as he walks away. This should go against Chance Hunter, and if it does, it's his second.
See if we can see that down low. I thought Chance was there. Does he bring the arms down when he comes over for the help? Yeah. See, if he just stays straight up there, I don't think Smith is going to finish that. That first free throw up is good for Jad.
Yeah, Smith gets the roll. He's a 53% foul shooter. West LA in the first half, some struggles from the line. They were just 4 of 10.
And Smith, I think he's bleeding.
Well, we saw Elston, or I should say McMillan. Has to leave with some bleeding as well, and I don't believe he returned in the first half. Don't know if McMillan is available still tonight. So we'll have a stoppage in play while they clean this up. 35-30, West LA leading Cerritos. It's the 3C2A men's basketball playoffs on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Smith will return to take the second free throw.
Word from the bench of the Cerritos College Falcons. McMillan is available.
1 out of 2 for Smith. Rebound off to Hunter. 5-point lead for the Wildcats. Heckard at the controls. Out to Wilkes. Wilkes struggled in the first half, just 1 out of 7 from the floor. Murphy starts to lose his footing, but the foul going to be called on Murray.
Murray comes over like a freight train.
Well, how else does Murray come over? I guess from our experience watching a little over a game and a half of Dwight Murray. You've talked about it, Michael. A very physical presence. Murphy in the low post. Another foul called. Smith will pick up the foul. For Jad Smith, that's his second.
Yeah, Murphy just such a tough cover down low. He's an older player and very good footwork. That pass.
Hunter tries to get it to Washington, but Murray with the steal. Murray over the line, gets it off to Waiters. Waiters on the Smith screen. Stone's three is blocked by Wilkes, who keeps it alive, and the Falcons have.
Great anticipation there from Wilkes.
Wilkes will try for three on this end and hit.
Gets the block, gets the three, gets the lead down to 2 for West LA.
Wilkes with 6 in the game. Falcons back within 2. Waiters hands off to Murray. Murray with the offensive foul, and that's his 3rd. No, I'm sorry, that's his 2nd. Got a little ahead of myself there, Michael, but Murray with just his 2nd, so he'll remain in the game.
His 2nd in the last minute.
Washington off to Wilkes.
Jeff, I had an interesting conversation at the half with one of the coaches in the stands, and he talked about the way that this game's being called. He anticipated the calls being a lot shorter, and the leash being a lot shorter out there, given the verbiage between both teams. Great move by Murphy.
Yeah, forces one up under the basket, gets the roll. Game tied at 35.
But getting back to that point, this game is going to be officiated probably a little closely. And I had to agree wholeheartedly, especially after the jawing back and forth. That's a charge.
Murray with a hard drive. It's another offensive foul. Hunter takes the charge. That is the 3rd foul on Dwight Murray.
Hunter steps in. That's an easy call. I don't know what Murray's worried about there or trying to argue. You need to jump stop and just pop from 12 feet.
Well, we wondered, these teams, some stare downs, a little bit of jawing out there, and obviously, as an official, I think you have to be aware of that.
You see that move earlier from Murphy.
Look for some temperature cooling options, as it were. Wilkes from 18 off the back iron. Hunter has the rebound, spins toward the basket, has that shot blocked.
Chad Smith.
Kella has the rebound, leaves it for Waiters. Gets it back, and Hunter is going to pick up the foul on Kella.
Why foul there?
And it's his 3rd. So Chance Hunter now with 3 fouls. Here comes McMillan, and he'll replace Chance Hunter. And if you're Hunter, you think back to the first half too. Hunter committed something of a touch foul way on his own end of the court, and that's a foul. Now he picks up that one that I think was a foul you don't need to commit, and now he's got 3. Hamilton around the Smith screen.
That's a great screen there by Jan Smith.
Waiters working on Washington, off to Carter. Carter on the drive, and he's fouled.
He didn't need it.
It's going to go against McMillan. McMillan's first foul.
Watch this here. McMillan's going to come over on the help. He's just riding his body. I mean, that's going to get called every time. Sidestep it a little bit and contest.
Carter was 1 out of 4 from the line in the first half, and he misses here. Well, Mark Carter has had an outstanding year, culminating with a Player of the Year award in the Western State South.
Going to struggle for him throughout the year from the stripe.
10.1 points per game to go along with just under 9 rebounds a game. 1 out of 2 here. Got 2 points in the game. And West LA has the 1-point lead. Washington gives to Hackett.
The screens off the ball just aren't there right now for Cerritos.
Murphy outside, drives on Smith, off to McMillan. McMillan into the lane, goes back to Murphy from 15. Murphy.
Behind the back from McMillan.
Murphy now with 7, and the Falcons have the lead. 37-36. Hamilton. Shot from 18 feet, too strong. Carter able to tap it outside to Waiters.
He's got a box out from McMillan on that
Mark
stretch.
Carter is a terror on the offensive glass.
Well, Jeff, you talked about 3rd in the 3C2A on the year in the offensive rebounding department.
This is Carter.
Offense.
Starts to drive on McMillan, and McMillan draws the charge.
And that's redeeming yourself. You don't box out. Carter gets a rebound. Another possession for West LA. What do? You beat your defensive assignment to the spot. You take the charge. Carter extends on the forearm, and the foul is called. The Falcons with a 1-point lead. Possession looking to add to it.
Carter with his first foul. And now the Falcons have the 1-point lead and the ball. Heckard. Down to McMillan screen, driving on Carter, goes high off the glass, doesn't get the roll. Woods snaps down the board. This is Hamilton. Wildcats content to set up, shot clock at 19. Woods
Travel.
In the low post, shuffled his feet. That's a great job. Was that Murray, I believe, defending in the Murphy, I should say, in the post, and just backs off a little bit. Woods anticipating the contact. Michael and turns it over.
Look, Murphy, a master with the footwork. He knows exactly what Woods wants to do, and very elementary in terms of his footwork versus what Murphy can bring to the table.
Heckard's three won't go. Hamilton into the front court, but the Falcons are back. Hamilton drives the lane in a crowd, forces one up, shot no good. Heckard looking to run the other way. Off to Murphy, in from the left, lays it in.
Great finish under duress. Timeout, West LA.
Desmond Murphy with 9. The Falcons lead it 39-36. It's round 2 of the 3C2A men's basketball playoffs on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Well, Michael, at the top, we talked about Chance Hunter, and Desmond Murphy showing us a little Chance Hunter out there, especially in this second half, up to 9 points. And his offensive outburst has keyed this run and given the Falcons the lead.
Murphy has stepped into the general role, and he is leading his team right now up by 3. It's a very tough West LA squad.
Carter off to Kella. Waiters checked by Wilkes. Shot clock down to 9. Waiters, little stutter step, hits the runner.
That's a terrific move.
Terrell Waiters now with 8 in the game. That pulls West LA back within 1. Christian Alvis has come on for the Falcons. Off to Murphy. Gets it to Wilkes. Wilkes drives on Waiters. Contact and a foul called. Cody Wilkes going to head to the line for a couple of free throws. Carter with the foul, that's his second.
Waiters looks a little banged up, defensively backing up. I think there's an injury that he's dealing with.
I thought I saw when he was walking off in the first half that he was favoring a little bit. I wonder if perhaps there's a lower leg injury of some kind, but he's been out there.
It's different when you're retreating versus when you're leaning forward. Obviously, looked pretty good in that last one.
Wilkes now with 7. He hits the free throw. The Falcons have done a better job of taking advantage of their free throw opportunities. They were 6 of 8 in the first half, and Wilkes hits 2 here.
This is a team that shoots about 72% from the stripe as a team on the season.
Half-court trap now for the Falcons. Kella tiptoeing the sideline, and he's pushed by Wilkes. Wilkes with his second personal foul. That is the 5th on the Falcons as a team. Meanwhile, West LA has committed 16 fouls, so the Falcons shooting free throws the rest of the way. Woods, step back shot, around and out. Rebound tapped by Carter, out of play, back to Cerritos.
Woods is trying to take it into his own hands. Look, in the first half, he was 4-7 from the field, couple of triples. He was fired up. And Desmond Murphy has taken it upon himself and said, look, that's not going to happen on my watch anymore. You're not going to get that. And Woods, trying to do a little bit too much right now and not understanding his role, his team down by 3.
Yeah, coming off the bench, he's the leading scorer for the team on the season. 14.6 a game. Had 10 in the first half, but he's scoreless so far in the second. Wilkes looking for Bams down low. Back outside, Murphy. Checked by Carter.
Get out of there, Bams.
Shot clock at 10. Murphy still looking, finds Bams at the foul line, knocks it down.
Big man communicating. It's great relocation there from Bams after he bumped into Murphy. And then he relocates and circles around, comes up top and buries it.
This is the largest lead of the night for the Falcons at 5. Woods, just like that, on the board in the second half. Pulls West LA back within 3, 43-40.
Look at the difference between that shot and the one previous to that. Dribbling, way too much dribbling by himself one-on-one. Misses the shot, that one in with him in the flow of the offense and a bucket.
McMillan to the rim, blocked by Carter. Alvis playing center field, able to knock the outlet pass out of play. It'll stay with West LA. As we'll watch the Carter erasure here. Waiters.
You think he yelled all conference as he blocked the shot?
Seems like a player here play. Hamilton finds Waiters. Fakes. Leaves it for Carter. Nice. Woods, open shot. That's good.
Now that's what you do. You respond in a big way. That's offensive flow that they were lacking throughout the first 7.5 minutes of this second half. Tied it up. Falling behind by as many as 5.
That was a 3 for Woods. He's got 15 in the game. Bams, high post, hard drive. That's Murphy, rather. Murphy into double digits. He scores on the drive to give the Falcons the 2-point lead. Waiters for 3, rimming no. Rebound snapped down by Murphy.
You're not going to see it unless you really break it down on tape, but Alvis does a great job of poking Waiters as he goes up for that shot in the chest.
Murphy will try for 3, that's no good. Bams tries to keep it alive, but it's off to Waiters.
That's a bad shot.
Waiters jets into the front court, finds Carter, double pump, no good. McMillan high up for the board. Loose ball, tapped out of bounds. Who does it belong to?
They were West LA.
McMillan had the rebound for a moment. Had it poked away, and West LA will have it trailing by 2.
This is a unit that I've been wanting to see out here. Okay, they're going to bring off Des Murphy. Let's see how effective this can be here with Bams, Chance Hunter, and McMillan out on the floor.
Along with Heckard and Alvis in the backcourt. Thank you. Hamilton drives the lane, in a crowd, scoop shot is good. Hamilton's first 2. And it ties it up to 45 as Alvis walks it over the line. Heckard feeds it down low, looking for Hunter, tries to keep it alive, but it's saved to Woods.
Gonna pull or watch it.
Woods with no number, still on the drive. That shot in and out. And McMillan with the rebound for Cerritos. Heckard, contact, and now a late whistle. Should go against Waiters.
It's going to be a timeout.
A timeout taken. 10:45 to go in the ball game. Cerritos and West LA tied at 45. All tied up at 45. Second round action in the 3C2A men's basketball playoffs here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Cerritos in West LA. The winner to take on the winner of Chaffee. Their game tomorrow night. Who is Chaffee playing again, Michael? Alvis for three, rims high, no good. Hamilton and Carter both going for it, but it's off to Ross for West LA.
Ross on the dribble, he's working against Heckard, enters over to Woods, skip pass over to Keller. Keller driving the lane, kicks it back out to Woods. It's going to be a travel call.
Yeah, Keller with the awkward jump stop and draws the travel call.
Bunny hop, not a jump stop, that's for sure. Alvis will come off. Here comes Elston back into the mix. Chaffee is playing LA Valley, who had the win at Ventura earlier in the week.
That'll be tomorrow night.
Elston will bring it up. Tied up at 45 all. Win or go home. 2019 3C2A men's basketball playoff. That one poked away by Woods from Murphy. Ross now with it. In transition for West LA. Nothing doing there.
Riverside has opened up a 14-point lead in the second half, taking on Mount San Jacinto.
Hamilton working on Washington. The battle of former presidents goes in favor of the Falcons. Here's Elston in transition. Elston one-on-one. Lays it up and lays it in.
Elston up to 9 in the game. Makes his first appearance of the second half. A long time on the bench for Tawan Elston. You wonder if maybe he's going to go the rest of the way.
It's more of a matter of feel for Elston. If he's out there and he's effective, he's not coming out. Keller reverses over to Woods. Woods guarded by Murphy. Carter. Ross. Hamilton from the top. That shot off the mark. It's one and done. Hunter with a rebound for Cerritos. Over to Heckard.
Hunter playing with 3 fouls.
Murphy looking for Washington. Looking to isolate down low with Chance Hunter, but he's not even ducking in. Instead, Washington off of a pick. That's a travel. Well, Washington's trying to make the case that the ball was poked away as he removed his previous pivot foot and then reestablished, but they said he still had possession, and it's called a travel.
Southwestern with a 12-point lead over San Bernardino Valley. Wow. 8:33 to go in the second half in that one. And Long Beach has come back against Santiago Canyon. They lead it by 4.
They were down by 10 at the half.
Yeah, just over 7 minutes to go.
Well, you know what Barry Barnes teams don't do? They don't quit. Foul in transition. This is going to go against Ross. That's the 17th foul, so 1 and 1 coming. Who's going to get the free throws? That's going to be Heckard. Heckard on the season, about 71%. Well, you got a team that has been pretty good from the free throw stripe, and you got another team that's been pretty bad from the free throw stripe, and you wonder, with a 2-point ball game in the mix right now, that's going to factor in plenty when it's all said and done. First free throw off the mark from Heckard. Rebound tapped around, won by Carter for West LA. Murray back into the ball game, playing with 3 fouls, so we have to be careful there. 8.5 minutes to go. Keller looking for Woods down low. Nothing there. That one poked away by Elston. Elston falls down, and Keller responds with a layup.
Bad break for the Falcons. Elston initially defended well, but then went down, and that left Keller with a wide open layup.
Heckard looking for Murphy, one-on-one with Woods. Here comes Ross. Hunter flashes into the mid-post and scores with the left hand.
Hunter with 5 on a good feed from Murphy.
And that's over the state, not the state player of the year, but the player of the conference of the year for West LA and Carter. Ross to his right, goes left, shoots it, Over Elson, that shot off the mark. Murphy trying to keep it alive, he does. Over to Elson. Elson in transition, no numbers. Heckard. Hunter down low, he's guarded by Murray. They're looking to isolate here. Ross hedging. They get something doing offensively. Heckard to the rim, off the glass, and it's good. Jamal Heckard.
Good patience by Heckard on the screen roll. Takes his time, eventually gets a good look.
Heckard, originally from Carson High School, Carson, California, El Camino College transfer. Woods at the high post. Washington comes over to help. Back out to Murray. 15 on the shot clock. Murray turning the corner. Into the lane. 12-footer doesn't get the roll. Carter gets the rebound. Up versus Murphy. And that's going to be a foul on Dez.
Carter's just got a great awareness for the ball there. He's about 20 feet outside, but able to anticipate. So watch here. Watch Carter. Seemingly not part of the play, but then able to read the tap, quickly get to the loose ball.
He traveled. Jumped into his move. They didn't call that. That's a very subtle travel.
Threw that in as well.
Made one free throw tonight. Make that a second. Kella checked into the ball game along with the Waiters. Ross will come on. So it's Woods, Carter, Waiters, Kella, and Murray for West LA. For the Falcons, Des Murphy. Chance Hunter, second free throw made from Carter. Council will check back in the ballgame. He'll come off. Hunter, Washington, Heckard, Murphy, and Wilkes on the floor now for the Falcons. Wilkes over to Washington. Washington gets a screen from Murphy. Still on the dribble. Kicks it over to Wilkes. One ball from Chance Hunter. Inside, Washington wide open for the layup.
That's a great feed from Heckard. Didn't initially have the passing lane, but able to sidearm that one down to Washington.
Woods one-on-one. He's thinking about pulling right here. He does exactly that from three, in and out.
And that's a shot that he can hit, but I think if you're the Falcons, that's a shot you're willing to live with.
Yes. Heckard lost it. Waiters with the steal. Waiters being mauled and one no. Waiters will go to the line as Heckard been a little shaky tonight. That's his second turnover that looked very similar to the one before. Elson going to come back into the ballgame.
Just the first foul on Heckard.
First one up and good for Waiters.
Waiters shoots 58% from the line on the season.
It's a lot more comfortable than 58%. Second free throw also ready. The lead is a bucket for the Falcons. They have possession. Under 6 to go. Round 2 of the 2019 3C2A men's basketball playoff bracket here in the Southern region. Washington reverses it, gets it back from Hunter. Elson, ball fake. Washington. Hunter looking to enter it into Murphy. Murphy has it. This is going to be a tie-up or a foul. Arrow in favor of Cerritos.
You know, Mike, I think Murphy makes that play so much more difficult for himself when he puts the ball on the floor. They get the entry past the shot they want. I'd like to see Murphy go right to a strong move.
Well, I'd like to see him not put the ball on the ground, maybe turn and face, see what he has. Takes it out to Heckard, gets it back. Somebody fell down. Woods with the block, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Is that Kellenel's Council that fell down? Nice shot, nice play by Woods. Woods still with 15 here, Stone?
Yeah, Woods with 15, Waiters with 10 to lead the way for West LA. Murphy with 11, Elston with 9, Wilkes with 8 for Cerritos.
Murray crosses over, bit of a push off there, pulls up, no good.
Last couple of drives for Murray. He's had to pull up. Can't really drive hard to the rim playing with 3 fouls.
Murray's such a tough play to officiate because he is so physical, but he is so strong too. And what looks like a push-off may not necessarily be exactly that. Elston goes baseline, keeps it dribble, kicks it out to Cody Wilkes, wide open in the corner 3. It's an air ball. Murphy with the rebound, has it blocked out of bounds by Woods. It'll stay with the Falcons. 3 on the shot clock.
Woods with a couple of blocks on the last couple of possessions. Well, if you're the Falcons, you really got the shot you want there, Michael. Elston on the drive, drew the defense. Wilkes with a pretty good look on a baseline 3, but he missed everything.
Yeah, it was a contested 3, but Wilkes, I think you'll live with that shot if you're the Falcons, especially within the flow of the offense. 3 on the shot clock when we come back for the Falcons. Baseline out of bounds. 2-point lead here at the Aviary for Cerritos. Baseline out of bounds, 3 seconds on the shot clock for Cerritos. Screening action here, they're looking for Wilkes. Instead it's Hunter. They're trying to get everyone off guard. It's a steal for West LA. Murray in transition. Good recovery defensively by the Falcons. It's an errant layup for Murray, and Elston now with it for Cerritos.
Yeah, Heckard a good job getting back there, contesting the shot without picking up the foul.
Over to Heckard, one-on-one. Chance Hunter in the post, working on Woods. Little dream shake there. Murphy over the back. No call made versus Kella. They go back to the one-on-one matchup down low, and this is going to be a foul down low. One-on-one coming to Chance Hunter. Woods is holding his own down low. He's done a great job on Murphy. It's been a zero-sum game really between him and Murphy down low.
Second foul on Woods.
Front end of the one-and-one is good. There's Hunter from the free throw line.
Good question. I don't have that. He's 1 of 2 in the first half. I'd say he's
like 75, 78% on the season. I don't have the number in front of me.
That I do have. He's 70%.
That's it, huh? 2 free throws sunk there. Back to a 4-point advantage for the Falcons. Under 5 to go. 4:12 to be exact.
I think the most important number was he was 100% on that trip.
That one tapped out of bounds. I thought McMillan the last to touch it. No, it was Council. Hunter slaps the table. I think there was a miscommunication earlier as to whether or not he had hit the table. To notify the table that he was going to check in. A little fiery there. Under 4 to go. Elston brings it up versus Keller. Elston, crossover to his right. Into the lane charge. Murray right there.
For Elston, that's his 3rd foul.
That's just trying to do too much for Tawan Elston.
And see here, gets the high screen. Doesn't quite get the rub that he's looking for there, and that's good anticipation by Murray.
Playing offense, defense here with Chance Hunter. As he comes off and back into the fray. It's Daryl McMillan. .345 and counting here from the aviary. Murray. it out to Kella, driving the lane, inside, looking for Woods. Woods puts it up with the left hand. Soft touch.
Good feed from Kella.
This is just too good. Murphy's going to have to adjust. A good one here down the stretch here, Stoy.
As anticipated.
SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube. You can catch this broadcast live, also on demand on the archive copy. If your friends and family want to tune in, let them know. Watch it on the Apple TV. Anything with the YouTube app, and that's pretty much everything.
West LA had a 5-game win streak snapped in their last regular season game. In that 5-game stretch where they won every game, they won by an average of less than 5 points a game. So a tight game down the stretch, perhaps a little bit of an advantage to West LA.
Waiters ties it up at 55, all with the scoop. And we'll have a timeout called by the Wildcats. Fired up and momentum in favor of West LA. 2:48 to go. Don't go anywhere, folks. Round 2 playoff coverage here tonight. CCCAA Men's Basketball 2019 edition. Some other scores from around the state of California. Jeffrey?
Under 3 minutes to go at Riverside. The Tigers leading 73-54 over Mount San Jacinto. Elsewhere in the south, Long Beach on top of Santiago Canyon 72-65, a minute 20 to go.
Why is that significant? At the half, Long Beach down by 10. What a response by the Vikings.
Southwestern leading San Bernardino Valley by 8, 2:37 to go in that one.
Hecker gets a screen from Chance Hunter, comes around the corner, picks up his dribble, back to Chance Hunter, guarded by Woods, looking for Murphy, posting up down low, 6 on the shot clock. Wilkes is going to have to make something happen, falling away from the basket. Cody Wilkes thought he was fouled too.
The other 3 home teams tonight in the South bracket holding court. The Falcons would like to take it all 4.
It looked like a 3. It was a long 2. So 57-55. We'll get that changed for you. Murray gets it over to Kella from deep. That one looked like maybe somebody got a piece of it. I want to say Elston got a piece of that ball. It's tapped out of bounds off of the foot of Des Murphy. So it's going to stay with West LA. Did not touch the rim, so only 9 left on the shot clock.
Carter returns for counsel.
That's a good call. I think that went off of the foot of Chance Hunter. They enter in. Here's Waiters. Waiters turns a corner. That one off the mark. And we'll have a jump ball. Well, if it's a jump ball, the arrow's in favor of West LA. Are we going to have a loose ball foul? No. 2 thumbs up. Jump ball. West LA will have possession. Get back. Get back. Baseline out of bounds. Setting the play, looking for Murray. Fresh shot clock here. After the jump ball. Woods down low, just backing in. That's way too easy. Boy, we saw that earlier. And Woods leading all scorers say he's up near 17 here, Storm?
Yeah, they clear out. He's got 19 in the game, and the Falcons elect not to send a double team. And Woods able to convert inside.
Woods just very effective, especially with the 10 lead. Ties it up at 57 all. Elston looking down low. Hunter's got to get out of that key. That pass nearly stolen by Waiters. Hunter able to recover into the lane. Left-handed shot is up and good. Chance Hunter.
What a great step through by Chance Hunter. Nearly traveled, but able to keep it together and get the soft shot off the glass.
Heckard dogging Waiters. That's great on-ball defense from Jamal Heckard. Waiters able to get past him. Carter down low, and the finish! Conference Player of the Year, Mark Carter, can give the Wildcats a lead here at 60-59.
I'll tell you what, this is great composure by Terrell Waiters. Against the pressure defense, brings Heckard out, doesn't lose his composure, and is able to ultimately get Heckard on his hip, where he's able to drive, create the spacing for Carter, and Carter does the rest.
So a huge free throw here potentially for Carter, but he has struggled. The last two free throws did go down for Mark. Free throw up, nothing but net for Mark Carter. The Wildcats with the lead here under a minute to go from the Aviary. Round 2, winner go home. The 2019 3C2A men's basketball playoff. Down the stretch we come. (60-59). West LA with the lead. Cerritos with the ball. We're live from the Aviary on the campus of Cerritos College. Mike Cepeda just starting off with you. Well, we anticipated a war. We've got one, and we've got a good one. Really, the story of this one has been Derek Woods. Been terrific here tonight for West LA.
Yeah, 19 in the game. Good assist from Terrell Waiters with 12.
And entering Elston. Elston guarded by Waiters. Elston picks up a dribble, skip pass over to Heckard. Heckard looking inside for Murphy. Murphy kicks it out to Juan Elston from deep. In and out. Carter up high for the rebound. He's fouled. 2 shots coming to Mark Carter.
That's a good offensive set for the Falcons. But Juan Elston with a wide open look for 3. And it's halfway down, but doesn't go down for the Falcons. And Carter heads back to the line where he has been over and over in this one.
That one off the back iron.
By my count, his 11th and 12th free throw attempts in this one. I mean, maybe 12th and 13th, I want to say.
Second free throw coming from Mark Carter.
And you know, Mike, after a shaky start, he's been very good from the line in this second half. I want to say that's 5 in a row.
It's a 3-point lead for Cerritos. They hold on to their final timeout. That one off the backboard. Rebounded by Waiters. Fouled by Elston. West LA can smell round 3. The winner gets the winner of Chaffee and LA Valley to play tomorrow. You see just how close that one was. Murray keeping it alive here for West LA. And Waiters comes away with it.
You know, Mike, a couple of possessions ago when they took the timeout, After taking the lead, they talked about rebounding in the huddle, defense and rebounding. These two possessions, it's been one and done. So very important once you play defense in these tight games to secure the rebound. And if you're the Falcons, 20.9 to go. You still have some time here.
First free throw up and good. It makes it a 2-possession ball game, barring a 4-point play. Nothing but net for Waiters. 20 seconds. Hecker, McMillan will fire. He's fouled shooting a 3. Woods came over and got him underneath. Let's see a replay here.
Man, that is exactly what you can have if you're West LA in this scenario.
Worst case scenario as Woods makes contact with the 3-point shooter. That's a big teaching moment. You see Anthony Jones pained on the sideline here.
It's a little bit of hard luck for Woods there. He's trying to get out of the way, as you see in the replay, and McMillan is actually leaning left into him as it turns out. And that helps draw the contact and send McMillan to the line.
First one up and good.
If McMillan goes straight up in that situation, Woods is able to get off to the side and doesn't commit the foul.
Great job by McMillan selling it. So not over yet. 16 seconds to go. 3 made free throws. Oh, that one toilet bowls out. So make this a 3-point ball game. 1 timeout remaining. I think you need to, on a make, you're probably going to let this play out. Free throw up and good. Nope. Russ May will take his final timeout here tonight. 64-61. The Falcons in a miracle. It's a 3-point contest, 16 seconds to go. West LA with the lead and the ball. West LA doesn't really have a knockdown free throw shooter. Murray fouled on the inbound by Elson.
Murray is their best free throw shooter among the players that have played significant minutes tonight, but he shoots just over 72%. So they get it to the guy that they... But Murray was 0 for 2 in the first half from the line. I'm not sure he's been to the line in the second half. So he's going to come a little bit cold to these free throws. It is the double bonus, so it'll be 2 free throws.
And a couple cracks at it. First one up and good. Didn't even think about it. Murray makes it a 4-point ball game.
It's 5 points tonight for Dwight Murray, but he's got a chance to put a deep nail in the coffin here. Did so with that first one to make it a 2-possession game.
It's been Mark Carter, Derek Woods, the story here tonight for West LA. Should they prevail into round 3. Second free throw also good for Murray.
6 for 6 down the stretch in this final minute from the line for West LA.
And this is a team that has really struggled. Shot up and good, no shot. It's a charge. Guess who? Murray on the deck one more time. And by my count, that is the 3rd charge that he has taken this evening, and that one will likely seal the deal.
Yeah, returning the favor on McMillan, who took a couple of charges in the first half. For Cerritos, and with 9.7 to go, West LA looking like they're heading to perhaps Chafee. We'll see what happens tomorrow when they take on LA Valley.
Could have made a case there that McMillan was fouled on the backside, and the momentum from the player, from the defensive player, carried him into Murray, but does not go McMillan's way. Quickly fouled on the inbound is Hamilton. West LA looking to extend the gap here, and this one a lot closer than the final score will reflect. We have an absolute battle here at the Aviary, and Cerritos, the home team, going to come up short. Second home team this week that we will have covered that has not been able to hold serve.
So what you're saying is we've been good fortune for road teams.
Maybe somebody wants to bring us up.
In our playoff coverage. Hamilton averaging a little over 10 points a game on the season. He's had a quiet night tonight with just 2 points, but I think that speaks to the diversity, the variety of options that this West LA team brings to the table.
Second free throw off the mark. It's a 5-point ball game. Heckard fires from 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded, who else? Mark Carter. Your final, 66-61. The Falcons go down at home. West LA will play the winner of LA Valley and Chaffee. That game to be played tomorrow night. The season ends for the Falcons here in a loss versus West LA. Come back in a moment, wrap things up for you. You're watching the 3C2A 2019 men's basketball playoffs. These final. 66-61. West LA a winner here over Cerritos, and just a gritty performance really by both teams. Falcons coming out a little flat, a little flummoxed early on, but they were able to get their feet under them, and they had the lead, I think, going into the final 2 minutes. But the Wildcats just prevail, just persevere, and they're through to round 3.
Yeah, quick reference to it in the second half, but in this stretch that's seen them go 12-2, every one of those wins, except for one, has been by under double digits. This is a team in West LA that has played close games over and over and over again down the stretch, and I think it served them well here. They executed very well. They rebounded, they defended, they hit their free throws down the stretch, and that was ultimately the story.
Jeff, you made a great point about that, to that stat. And, when you're able to play in big moments, you're going to get better. You're only going to get better through reps, and when you have that many reps in tight ones, you're going to prevail in close ball games. They had struggled all night from the field. They hit, I want to say, 7 out of their last 8 free throws down the stretch, and that's a big response in a clutch moment for West LA.
Yep, different guys stepping up, but really it was Derek Woods leading the way with 19 points. But a great team effort up and down, really from both teams. As you talked about, this was a game that for 39 minutes and about 30 seconds was very much in doubt, was a very close game. In the final minute, in fact, the Falcons had a possession trailing by just 1. So that's how close this game really was. And ultimately it was West LA doing the job in that final minute that really was the difference here tonight.
Well, the Falcons, another terrific season under Coach Russ May, a Final Four participant a year ago, and then falling short here in round 2 of the 3C2A 2019 edition of the men's basketball playoff. That'll wrap it up for our coverage here. Stay tuned to the website, www.socalcollegesports.com. We'll have an update in terms of our schedule. We are for sure going to be up in Ventura March 14th through the 17th for the men's and women's basketball championship live from Ventura College. And Jeff, any last words?
Just looking forward to Ventura. We might have some more coverage before it's all said and done, but what a weekend that's going to be, both the men and the women. We got a little bit of a taste of it tonight. That was some high drama and some excitement, and it's only going to be more of the same up at Ventura, so don't miss that. Special thanks, of course, John Van Gassen, SID here at Cerritos College. Russ May allowing us to come out and bring you live coverage of 3C2A men's basketball, and everyone here at SoCalCollegeSports.com. Thanking everybody that was involved. I know we missed a couple names, but for Emery Johnson, Ryan Wilmore, Jorge Cepeda, and Jeff Stoynoff signing off. I'm Mike Cepeda. So long, everybody.